I think we'll learn that. So, not sure if anyone's watching, but welcome to the stream. We're going to do a pre-season review of Wood East, and we'll try and just take a look at the teams. And Gruff is with me. Hi, Gruff. So let's just see how this works. Yeah, I am. Well, this is the first time I'm doing it, so happily I'm not alone. So I think I'll be alright. We're actually three of us doing this. So at the moment I'm just hitching a ride, doing a little bit of stuff like this. Yeah. So oh, okay. Yeah, I just saw that now. Well, we need you on the stream as well. Just listen to me, that would be boring, wouldn't it? Okay, say something. I think you should be on now.
Hello?
Can someone verify that we're hearing Gruff? I just noticed there was a button that was muted. So, okay, now.
Boosting myself, or you can boost.
I think it's better now.
Hello, hello, hello. Gotta get all the these bits out of the way first.
Yeah, the reason they couldn't hear you was because I had muted you. So yes, I'm very professional.
So, this is your first time adminning.
Yeah, it is.
You're gonna lay down the iron fist on these teams.
Oh yeah.
And beat them into.
Going to bring the thunder.
You're also the admin for the div admin on my division. Give him a hard time.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll be extra strict with those guys. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, we are 3 guys doing it, so I'm just hitching a ride at the moment. Just let the other 2 run the show, and I'll see how they do stuff and try doing it afterwards.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've not really prepped at all for this, so we'll kind of make it up as you go along. But just looking at the overall summary of the teams at the minute, it looks like there's quite a big variety of teams in here, so it should be an interesting one.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got some crazy differences in TV from some teams down at like 1400 up to almost 2200 for others.
Yeah.
Which is quite fun, including some almost like 1950 fling.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty amazing how you can get a fling team to that TV. I mean they should die in a way, but I guess we'll find out as we take a look. I'm guessing he has a shitload of injuries.
Most likely. Yeah. I mean, do you want to just go through? We can start from top left and just go through each team. So, take a look at them. Give a bit of an overview, what our thoughts, any weird picks, and then maybe give a kind of top 3 for where we think people will finish.
We'll try that and just see if we can predict the correct teams. So, Derby County, coach is Leopedy. I've played this team a couple of times. It's a pretty straightforward chaos kill build.
Yeah, I mean they've been around in the league for I don't know some amount of time now. I think this team existed before I started, and I started in maybe season 28.
So it's been around for like at least 11 seasons. Yeah, I think I played this team like 4 seasons ago or something. because if we look at these statistics, yeah,
I mean over 100 games.
Yeah, 130 games ish. That's not bad.
But I mean, overall, would you say it's pretty standard build?
Yeah. A few good
They got 4 Chaos Warriors, or they're missing one of them for the first match of the season, and one of them is a rookie, so I'm guessing they maybe lost one at the end.
Yeah.
Strength 6, Mino is always.
Yeah, definitely. Strength 6 with Claw and Guard.
Strength 5, Beastman with Mike.
Yeah, this guy is going to be targeted. No doubt about that. This is actually a Draw Slayer. With Claw and Mighty Blow. Yeah.
It's the kind of team you wouldn't want to meet if you've got a bit of an early developed team, or
yeah. I think it's going to hurt.
Yeah. I mean, we'll say it's a nice enough team. A few injuries that, you know, some of the Agi busts and armor busts aren't ideal, but they've got all the tools they need and that you'd want from a Chaos Warrior. So I don't even think that rookie Chaos Warrior is that much of a problem with everything else going on the team. Yeah. Saying that, I mean, the record for Lefty is, you know, it says a lot more compared to looking at a team. So although it'll be interesting to see how well they do over the course of the season.
Yeah, they won't give away as much inducements as I first thought, because it's pretty average in this division, around 1800, I think. So.
I mean, once they get that Chaos Warrior back, they'll be over 2000.
Oh yeah, they will. Well, yeah. But still, like you said, this team has what it needs, and it will do a lot of damage this season. I'm pretty sure about that.
They've got referees rest area, so they're giving away a bribe to their opponents every match. I don't know how I feel about that, really, because
there probably will be some fouling.
I mean, the one nice thing, I guess, is there's no piling on this team, so yeah. No one's going to be left on the floor as a foul target with something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No, it's a solid team. There's a few players pretty close to leveling up, so I'm guessing we'll see some more Claw, maybe some piling on.
Yeah, I'd definitely get piling on one of them.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting, as I say, just to see how Leopard does over the course of the season. It's kind of one to watch.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just move on to the next one.
Oh, just seen in chat, sorry, just one.
Yeah.
Just said this team has got his Zons as the first matchup, so.
Ooh. That's interesting. He has 2 tackle players.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's going to be. They've got some tools to be taking out the Zons. I guess it depends on what state the Zons are in when we come to look at them, or when we come to look at them later on.
Yeah.
Because the Zons will be giving away 250 TV.
Oh, that's
300. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that will.
Let's hold that thought until we look at the Zons.
Yeah. Because I haven't, just like you, I haven't looked too much at these teams before I started the stream. I checked them out yesterday, but I haven't really looked at this schedule or anything, so yeah. But Sons in the first match, yeah, not the worst that could happen for a killer KS team, but we'll see. So let's go for the Yorkshire Roses.
Yep, from Pugilist, and for some reason I know the name. I thought I'd played this team, but I went back through the match history and I don't. Yeah. But I know this team got up to, I believe, tier 2, maybe even into the Prem, and then it got back down over the time. So I'm guessing their team maybe got beaten up at one point, and they're now just on a re.
Most likely. Well, we can take a look at the statistics first. So they've done alright. Been beaten up quite a bit, of course, as they should be. They are elves. They are, yeah. played quite
I
a
mean,
few matches.
I've got to admit, I'm not really an elf coach, so I don't have a huge amount to say about stuff when it comes to elf teams. I mean, they've got 2 really nice blitzers there. It's a shame about the move bust on Captain Cook, but still.
Yeah. They have. I'm not an elf coach either, but the thing is, they have like 4 or 5 players that carry the team, and they have block on a few linemen. Because you have blitzers are really good. Of course, like you said, it's a shame about the move bust, but then again, you have plus strength on the thrower, and at least one good catcher. I think the problem with this team is they could, kind of depends if they start leveling some of the players, they would give away a lot of inducements, and that could potentially hurt.
I mean, the thing is, they're on, what is it, they've got 10 players rostered, it'll be 9 for the first match, and they're already at almost 1800 TV. I've just had a look at the schedule, and they're facing Nurgle for the first match.
Ooh.
The Nurgle are going to get about 250 inducements, maybe more.
Yeah.
Which again, it just seems like this division is a real crazy one for all the teams that you would expect to get inducements.
Yeah.
Are actually the overdogs, and the teams that are normally really big and bloated are. They're still looking okay, but they are the underdogs who will be getting a ton of stuff against these teams. So I mean, Nurgle, depending on what state the Nurgle team's in, so we'll have to have a look, because 1580 TV for the Nurgle, it doesn't sound that great. But
yeah.
if they're in a decent state and get a good amount of inducements, it could be tough for these elves.
It could be.
Because you've got that disturbing present, you've got tentacles, and if they start to get a few removals, it could really screw up these guys, because they can have.
Absolutely. Good.
Also,
but you have, like I said, you have these 5 guys that carry the team, and if a few of those go away, yeah, that's going to be really hard.
I mean, yeah, it's. I've just noticed that you've got the second Captain Cook down at the bottom, number 13, that is really nice. I mean, Blodge, AG5s, sidestep, but then his move busted. I'm guessing it's a double move bust down to movement 4.
Yeah.
So suddenly you lose that advantage of a fast player, with all of that nice skill set there.
Yeah, so this is, I would say this is more bloat than.
That's the thing. I'd be tempted to actually, as nice as it is, because you've got another IG5 up there, you'd maybe get rid of that guy now, because, I mean, movement 4, what are you going to be doing with it, really?
Yeah, because you're giving away like 100k inducements just to this guy, and yeah, IG5 is nice, but yeah. But I mean, this is cool.
I mean, maybe he's using him to do some passing of the ball and stuff, but then that's some SVP that could be going elsewhere. It just feels like maybe that guy isn't the player to keep anymore now that you've got a few other players that are starting to kind of develop.
Yeah, that's definitely a thought.
Then especially when you're carrying so much on those 2 blitzers.
Yeah.
So much TV. 230 and 210 is you've got about a fifth of the value of the team on those 2 players. Not a fifth, sorry, a third.
Yeah, and they have 9 players for the first match here, I see. So they will. Yeah, I think there will be around 1900 something for the first match. So we'll also be giving away inducements, probably.
But I mean, saying that, elves can do elf thing.
Yeah.
Just need some 2+s and you're away.
Every elf is a hero, like they say. I don't, but yeah. Now, so
it's going to be another team that will be interesting to see. I think they've got some nice tools, but it will be interesting to see how they cope in this division.
Yeah, they are very dependent on those 5 or 4 really good players. I think they might struggle a little bit, but we'll see. Like you said, elves, you never know what's going to happen.
Okay, I've just noticed we've got Pugilist in the chat, and he's saying it was undeserved that he got up to tier 2, and that the coach is the main problem for this team at the moment. Which I think that's a bit harsh. I mean, generally, if you get tier 2, you're obviously doing something right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be so hard on yourself. But he was saying that he didn't have enough players to sack this double move busted Captain Cook at the time.
Yeah,
so.
and also, I mean, it's not easy sacking this guy because look at him. You'd rather have him on the pitch than not. But yeah, of course, elves, nutrition, that's a problem.
Yeah, he's just saying he waited all last season by putting him on the LOS for the guy to die.
Yeah.
And I had the same problem with a rotter on my Nurgle team, but it
really
feels like with the TVs the way they are in this division, and the fact that a lot of the teams are giving away, or teams like this are giving away stuff, it feels like maybe you just cut your losses with that guy and get rid of him.
Yeah, I would, I think.
You know, a loner, especially in some of the killer teams of like Nurgle and things like that, a loner line elf is the kind of thing you want to have to throw at the team. So
yeah,
you know, it helps keep TV down. So it's maybe something to consider.
Yeah, I would think so too, but of course, it's his call.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, interesting to see if this team kind of either does well or gets destroyed. Because it seems like it could go either way, looking at some of the other teams in this division.
The things with high elves, they have slightly higher armor value, so they survive a little bit longer than woodies and pro elves, stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So let's move on to, and we have the friendly facehuggers, Cormac. I think this is a team that's been around for a while, isn't it?
Yep, I know this team. I think I started at the same time as them, and have played, I think, Cormac twice. And it's a fun team. I think he's just playing this just for fun, and just he got bored of some of the other, but he actually does some really good stuff with these flings.
I just looked at the statistics here, and this is for a fling team. This is actually pretty good. 24 wins, 15 draws, and 49 losses.
I seem to remember he pulled off a few upsets in this.
Yeah. So this is for a fling team. That's really good.
Yeah, he's gone the different approach. He isn't playing them like a lot of people play them, where you keep your TV really low. You don't let your skill up much, apart from one or two that you use for your big plays. Whereas Cormac has gone the route of like, I don't care, I'm just going to blow it up. And
yeah, he's just spreading skills everywhere. A lot of diving tackle, I see. So he's just
and a lot of injuries on flings.
Yeah, but I mean, if they have armor 5 or armor 6, it doesn't really matter. You'll break it pretty much every time anyway. So
yeah, but it's just that difference of a lot of people will just, if something gets injured, they'll get them off because they're so cheap. Whereas he's actually sticking with these players and trying to do stuff with it.
Yeah, so that's actually quite interesting. Because most, like you said, most halfling coaches would just keep the TV as low as possible to get more adjustments. I've played enough halfling teams with Sarah and Carla and all that, so
I mean, it's strength 7, which is probably why he's kept it, despite the double, move bust on it.
Move 1, yeah. But of course, strength 7 is. I mean, you get 3 dice without any assists.
But it kind of feels like, because the other tree is movement 3, block, you may move busted tree. I know strength 7 block is really nice, but movement 1 is just feels like it's too much.
Yeah, it's just pretty much a roadblock, isn't it? Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, since the last skill was strength up, It's sort of like a team you can't really fire him because of that. But I mean, he looks like he's just keeping all the players, no matter what.
I played Fling, so.
Yeah. But I mean, it's an interesting Fling build because they have different skills and yeah, doing it in a different way than most other coaches do.
Yeah, I mean, so I can't even. Where's he been sitting for most of the? I don't. Tier.
I'm having a bit of trouble with the sound from you at the moment.
Sorry, do you say you had problems with sound from me, or?
Yeah, you sort of disappeared for a moment. You're back now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say.
Probably me. Yeah.
Of tier 3 now with this team, so again, I don't think he's playing it for serious stuff. If he progresses up, great, but yeah, the fact that he's keeping all these injured Flings, you can tell it's not necessarily a serious team.
Yeah.
And everyone in chat is just complaining, saying he needs to get rid of stuff.
Yeah. It's a trees orange as well. Doesn't matter if it's move 1. Yeah. You need one more go for it to do anything. But yeah. No,
I can never remember what the role is. So does the movement 1 actually affect that, or?
I'm not sure it does really. I mean, the tree is supposed to just stand there, be in the way. And once he rolls a 1, that's pretty much moved anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
yeah, the 160 fling. So yeah,
and I guess well, you've already got 2 other, actually 4 Flings. Is it worth keeping the movement 3-1?
Yeah, it just seems like he's keeping anything that's worth anything. Yeah, so yeah. But I just think it's interesting how he's keeping everyone. Okay, I'm having real issues with the sound here. I have no idea why.
Do you know what to say about this team? It's just a thing. I'm not sure he'll really be competing for the top of the division.
No, probably not.
But he'll be bottom, so yeah.
Oh, oops. Yeah, the thing is, I'm having with trouble. You keep falling out. Can you hear me? Yeah, it seems like I have some sound issues here. You still there?
Yeah, I was just saying I keep losing sound from you.
Yeah, I keep losing sound from you. I think it's me because I'm in the basement at the moment, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll just keep going and see if it works. I will move on to the next team, the Nurgle team, the Bubonic All-Stars, Mr. Penguin.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. People are saying they can hear you fine, but not me. So I'm just going to drop off this and jump back on.
Yeah, alright, do that.
I'll be right back if you want to make a little start on.
Yep.
This is the ones that the High Elves will be facing in the first match.
Ooh, so. Well, this is a Clawfest. This is the sort of team I wouldn't want to face. It's just claw and horridness everywhere. strength 5 Noble Warrior. He is edge busted. Doesn't really matter. You won't be doing much ball handling or dodging with him anyway, so he's there to hit.
Hello again, I'm back.
Hey, there you are.
Any better at all?
Yeah, at least I heard you, so that's an improvement. Yeah, I was just saying there are 4 core players here. I will try and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I mean, the one comment is there's only the one tackle.
Yeah.
So I think that's the bit of hope for the high health. Get rid of that guy, and things get a bit tougher because there's a fair bit of blodge on the high health team.
Yeah. But also, he is edge busted, so you could pretty much just base him with someone, and he's stuck there. Put a journeyman next to him. Can't really go anywhere, can he?
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you can lock him down, then it means that we just have to roll pals for everything.
Yeah.
Saying that, they've got
yeah.
a decent amount of removal power. They've got the stick and tentacles, which are all things the elves absolutely hate.
Yeah. So he has stand firm and tentacles. Yeah. So you can't really get rid of them. Now this is, and also they have disturbing presence, so passing and handing off the ball is not. No, disturbing presence just pass, catch, intercept, doesn't it? Doesn't affect.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a case of the elves are going to have to use their speed to stay removed from base contact to do stuff here. But I mean, this Nurgle team is nice. They just need to get their bench up. They've got 10 players and still sit on only 2 rerolls. I mean, that was an interesting conversation we were having on the stream with me and Cornite for preview of our division. I really don't like Nurgle with 2 rerolls only, whereas we've got another Nurgle coach in our div that just is fine with 2 rerolls on the team. Yeah. So I'm guessing Penguin might be another 2 reroll person.
Yeah, because might be a bit. So rerolls are 70k. Yeah. Also, keep TD down.
The other thing on this is there's not really a ball carrier at this point, so I can't remember whether the elves have got any strip ball or anything, because that can make things annoying for the Noble.
Yeah, and also with the Edge 5 elf, I don't think they had any elite, did they? That would have been.
There was one elite player.
Oh, there was. Yeah.
In fact, I can have a look, so I've got the roster open. They have a blodge, sidestep, leap catcher, but they have no strip ball.
Nah.
But still, I mean, the fact that there's no dedicated ball carrier means it's a bit easier for the elves here.
It is, and for these guys, there's either, well, it stands between the plus strength guy and the naked testicle to carry the ball, because you don't really want the rotter to carry the ball.
I've seen some teams that actually do rotter ball carrying, but yeah. I'm just trying to work out the inducements now. So the Nurgle will get 1 more rotter, so that will put them on 16. The High Elves are going to be on, let's see, 19. 1920.
Yeah, around 19 somewhere.
So, what kind of things would you take for that? You're going to get about 300.
Well, the wizard is always fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably a wizard bribe, and I don't know.
Yeah. Something like
or maybe you sink some of your bank in. I don't know.
Yeah, he has some cash here.
I guess you could even just get another rotter. You could always do wizard bribe and get like a mercenary rotter to give you a roster of 12.
Yeah, because at the moment he has 10 players. Yeah, but probably a Bribe and a Wizard, and yeah, like Rob says in the chat, maybe a Babe as well.
Yeah, I just think yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're the Noble coach here, so how would you go? Would you do the same?
I think I'd be tempted to get to 12 players, and so I think if you put in a little bit of your own bank, like 30k of your own bank, you could get Wizard Bribe and Merc Rotter to take you to 12.
Yeah,
and then that gives you a lot of fouling, so you can keep fouling even if a Rotter gets removed.
Yeah, that's always good because they're so cheap. You wouldn't try and go for any star players, I don't think, would you? I'm not sure what.
Nurgle star players aren't that great.
No, they could have pretty much the same as Chaos, can't they? So there'd be a chainsaw and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think they get Borak.
Yeah, but Borak is what, 350 something? They already have the strength advantage, so I'm not sure Borak would. Oh, good.
But
he's a better
sounds like Pugilist will maybe be sacking a few players before stuff to kind of control those inducements. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if this Nurgle team can just get through 1 or 2 matches without losing any players, it will start to really, start working on the ball carrier, which I'm guessing they maybe lost last season. But if they can get that first Pestigor up to block gain and turn him into ball carrying Pestigor, then this team is looking in a good state and could do quite well.
Absolutely. I think this team could be painful to face and do really, really well. But like you said, it also sort of depends on the start. The first matches, just do you lose players or what happens? Yeah. Just quick look at these statistics. Yeah, 19, 11, 25. So pretty even. And like a Nurgle team in the beginning is always very, just takes time. Everything takes time.
I mean, that's the thing. Apart from the like really good Nurgle coaches, you'll often see a bit of a negative leaning record early on. There'll be losses and draws. Just get to a point where they've got skills, and then hopefully over time it should start to turn around and you'll get more and more wins coming.
That's the thing with Nurgle.
Yeah, as Cornelius just said in chat, one thing with Penguin is he doesn't care so much about wins. He just likes to kill stuff. I remember him having a big murderous dwarf team at one point and was just trying to kill lots of things and fouling lots.
Killing and fouling, that's perfectly valid.
he likes to try and do the dirty player stuff. Or dirty competition a lot.
Yeah, go for the golden boots. Yeah, I mean, there are teams who foul every turn. One of them is in my division this season. Yay!
You've got a fun division, from what I hear, but yeah.
Oh, my.
Let's move on. I know we've got Rob out in the chat, so let's have a look at this monstrous 2200 Zon team. I'm curious to see.
Oh, there are a lot of injuries. So.
Okay, yeah.
Not bad.
Interesting.
He has a few stat ups, but mostly stat busters. But the blitzers are. Yeah, I'm not sure about the maybe 6 blitzer, but she does have Mighty Blow Guard tackle, which is always good.
I'm surprised that there's no stand firm on the team.
Yeah.
You often see people getting Flodge stand firm go on some Zons rather than, and it looks like also Rob's gone down the route of giving every blitzer Mighty Blow, which again is something I don't always see. You tend to get one that is the designated blitzer, and the rest act as that kind of support.
Yeah.
And again, like I say, get skills like stand firm or sidestep to kind of assist that killer. I mean, you've got the 2 throwers as well. I'm guessing. Do you need both? Because they're both kind of built. And one of them is now strength 2. Strength 2 AV6. So
one of them
could you just get rid of that one, since you got the other one? Okay, it's movement 5, but
and also that's 180 less than TV you're giving away, because you will be giving away like at least 400 each match this season. That's a lot.
Yeah, especially, as I say, I don't know what the 2 different throwers would be doing on the team. It doesn't feel like you'd field both at the same time.
Yeah.
So why have 2?
He says in the chat he might be sacking the strength busted one, to be honest. So I think I would do that, because she's strength busted and he's armor 6. So this will be a blitz targets at the first opportunity.
Yeah.
It's like a fling.
I mean, you've got there's some nice players showing a bit of promise, like the 2 catchers are looking quite nice. You've got the AG4 and the diving catch one block. Just like one Dauntless player is always nice.
Yeah. And the strength.
That strength 4 movement 7 is great as well. Get that one block, and you can turn that into quite a nice block.
Yeah, there are a lot of good players there. Yeah, and like I said, the armor busted blitz, we'll probably keep her for now. She's very close to getting a new skill, but she probably won't survive for long, I think. So that's maybe the plan, just to keep her until she dies.
I don't know. When you're at this TV, I would start considering recycling some of these players. Get rid of the AV6 strength busted thrower, maybe recycle the AV6 blitz, and just start to try and develop a few players up, because you've still got players that can do some stuff for the team.
Yeah, and the Edge 4 catcher, that's not bad at all. I mean, once you get Edge 4 on Amazon team, it's pretty much unstoppable, just like else.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing Wolves, of course.
Well, there's a reason why people like taking Roxanne.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just a couple of bits to pick up in chat. So yeah, Connor has pointed out, recycling players obviously needs you to have money, which I'm guessing is a problem, because I mean they're on 30k bank at the minute. So yeah, that's true. Just looking at things they've got 2 cheerleaders, 2 coach assistants. What are your thoughts on that for a team? I know some people like the tactic of having 1 of each. I don't know if the additional 20k is worth having 2 of each.
Yeah, it's probably just to get kick off events, but he already has 4 rerolls, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it just feels like it's maybe not worth all of that for those like marginal times when it might work, because generally if you've got one of each, that will be enough to give you the get your nose in front of your opponent.
Yeah,
you're only really gonna, the 2 will only really make a difference if the opponent has 1 each.
Yeah, he also has 1, that's the thing. And I also think when you have 4 rerolls already, you really need 5. You have blodge on pretty much everyone, so.
Just looking in chat, Rob's saying, in fact he seems to be agreeing, he's saying he's going to probably drop back to 1 of each on cheerleading, coach assistant, and maybe drop down to 3 rerolls. So I think these are all things. I think at this point now, because his team is so big, it's basically the giant in the division. And it's Zons where, because of the AV7, if they go down, they're more likely to anything he can do to kind of streamline this team now and get it down on TV will really help him.
I think so too. So yeah, lose the reroll, I will definitely do that. 3 is enough. And you might win if you only pick up events as well. So
we got a magic dome for the stadium inducement, so obviously doesn't like blizzards.
Magic Dome, yeah. I use that for my dwarves as well. Helps when it doesn't rain. Well, to be honest, I think this team can do pretty well. The Sons are always hard to face, unless you have lots of tackle. They are really hard to deal with. And he has the skills that he needs. He has a full guard, blodge on pretty much everyone. He trims his team a little bit. I think this could be.
I mean, when you look at all the teams in this division, there aren't any. There's one Chorf team,
Yeah.
so that's like the big tackle team. All the others have got 1 or 2 tackle.
Yeah.
But there's not as many as you would expect on some teams. So I think that gives the Zons a bit of the advantage.
Yeah, I think so too.
But they will be handing away inducements unless they kind of tweak the TV. So that's the count.
They will be facing wizards and bribes pretty much every match. So prepare to be stomped. That's my advice. I think whenever there's a Son on the floor, your opponent will have bribes to step on you.
I mean, they will have a bribe themselves in the first match against the Chaos. So if they can get a few, if the Chaos Warriors on the ground and get a juicy foul going off, then that could be really nice for them.
Always do that. Use a naked Son to step on someone.
And all that claw on the Chaos won't really be doing anything.
Yeah,
so
the claw is.
It's not too bad a match for the Zons to start off with.
Yeah. Of course, it just depends on if they can keep the players alive for long enough. It might be. Of course, like you said, the claw won't work, but there's a lot of mighty blow as well, but not as much tackle. So I think this is a team to watch. To be honest, I think these Sons can do really well, depending on them staying alive.
Definitely.
So let's move on to another noble team, Original Species.
Now this team, I'm 99% sure I've played at some point.
Yeah, it's.
I recognise the name.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just having a quick look back.
Pylon, coach. I haven't played him, so just take a quick look at this did. Yeah, it's a pretty fresh team.
We played back about 2 seasons ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a really nice looking Nurgle team, to be honest.
Yeah. They have the move 7 edge 4 ball carrier. It's really nice. It looks like the team has what it needs at this point. There's not a lot. There's no bloat. There's just pretty straightforward and good skill up rolls.
Yeah, and I mean they've got 60k sat in the bank that's taking them over TV. So actually they're only 1710 TV, which always helps.
Yeah.
They've got a skill to take, I guess, on that rotter, which, I mean, personally, if it's just a normal, I'd take Dirty Player on.
Yeah, you need a Dirty Player in your noble team, don't you? Well, of course, you could go the safe route, just give him a block, like you did with the other guy, but what's the fun in that? You need a Dirty Player.
Yeah, exactly. It helps get the removals, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's not Nurgle if you haven't got a Dirty Player
there.
Yeah. But yeah, this team seems nice. They've got the 2 tackle, so they can kind of deal with somebody else. They've got enough guard to kind of start.
The thing is,
work a bit.
they have a killer, but I'm just curious when they are playing the other killer Chaos team and the other Nurgle team, where there's a lot more claw. I'm not sure when that will be, but how will that go? Will they be outpatched?
Yeah, I mean, if Claw fires from the other teams, the other Claw teams against this one, then it could be a nightmare for them.
Yeah.
If let's have a look. What's the first fixture for these guys? They are facing Lizards first.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good first match for them, I think. Because I think that, or is that a really developed Lizard team?
I haven't had a look yet. I mean, we've got them coming up. I think they're one of the last teams to look at. But yeah, if the Lizard team aren't too developed, then I think that's quite a nice matchup for them, first off.
Because they can match them strength-wise, and then they have two tackle players with Mighty Blow to remove the skinks.
Yeah,
and they even have the Claw Killer to take out the Sorai.
I was going to say, the fact that the Claw Mighty Blow guy will be blitzing strength 4 means it's quite easy then to hit the Saurus.
Yeah.
They've got the tackle to hit the skinks, so yeah, got a Pestigore for each purpose there, which is quite nice.
Yeah, this is a really nicely built team, and I think they will. Yeah, they'll have a decent season. I think they'll probably be in the upper half, but yeah, it all depends. It's a Blood Bowl. You never know what happens.
Oh, exactly, but yeah, this is definitely a team to watch for this division.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 rerolls. That's a lot of money in the bank.
The record was it 9-9-11, which is a perfectly normal record to expect from Nurgle as they're kind of getting skills and developing. So
yeah, it's pretty even.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like this team. There's no bullshit going on there. They're just business. So let's move on to the next one. We have Woodies and Southern Slayer. And the first thing that strikes me is that they don't really have that many players. Probably to keep the TD down. They have, the catchers are good. The war dancers are starting to come along.
I mean, I was going to say, you say they haven't got that many players, but it's 9, and of those 9, all of them are pretty good.
Yeah. So
you've got a block move tree, you've got a Mighty Blow War Dancer there, the other one's Strip Tackle. So a lot of these teams, I think we've seen 3 teams now that don't have Sure Hands ball carriers.
Yeah, so Strip ball.
So that's a big factor in this.
Oh yeah.
It's a shame that catcher with the AG5 is move busted, but still, he's a useful, good player. It's nice having that guard catcher to get in there for assisting on things. Then
absolutely.
You've got the strength 4 and the AG5.
Guard is usually a skill you're lacking as a Wood coach. So yeah, because all these players are really good. There's nothing here. Yeah, like you said, the move busted. That's a shame, but still, move 7 is better than most.
And they're going to be kind of sat in the middle of the TV range, so against some of the tougher teams, they'll be getting a wizard or something that will really help them then put these good players to and I seem to remember Southern Slayer. I know the name. I'm sure he's quite a big tabletop player and stuff as well, so I know he's pretty good. In fact, Cornet's just said Slayer is a good player when he's concentrating. So, let's see whether we get the concentrating Slayer or the slightly distracted one with this team this season.
Yeah, because that's the thing when you compare people's records from tabletop or online. Because on tabletop, you're so much more focused, so much more concentrated. You don't just have to go do something and come back. While you're sitting on the computer playing, sometimes you just, I'll just click here, but oops, stuff happens. So if he's concentrated, it's gonna be interesting.
Okay, so Cornet knows the guy who's in the World Cup team with him. So, Cornet, do you reckon this guy will win the division?
Yeah, but I mean, if he is a decent Wood of coach, Woodies are a cheating team. Everybody knows that. So, if he knows how to play them, they're just... Yeah, you can't kill them because you can't catch them. So I wouldn't be surprised if this team is... Yeah. Very high up in the charts.
As long as players don't die, then this seems like a team that could do really well. And they have... first up. I'm just having a look. They face Chorfs first, so there we go.
Oh, interesting. So Chorfs in the first match, a lot of tackle, but they won't be giving away any inducements, as they are pretty. I think the lowest TV was 14 something in this division, so they'll probably be getting lots and lots of inducements every match.
Well, looking at this, the Chorfs, we'll come to them shortly, but the Chorfs are the underdog in their game, so they're going to be facing quite a few bits and pieces. So I'm guessing the Chorfs might take Wizard or Bribe or something, depending on how big an inducement they get. So I think this could be a tough first match for these. And if Slayer does get distracted like Corner reckons, then it could go badly for him.
Yeah.
A lot of removals in this first game could just ruin the season quite quickly.
Yeah, because that's the worst thing that could happen. Just have 3 removals in the first match, and that's that season. But yeah, I think this team could be right on top at the end of the season.
How
if they survive?
New are the team actually? They're 2 seasons old. So the one thing to point out, because fan factor is quite a bit of an indicator on success of a team. The fact that they're 2 seasons old and only 4 fan factor maybe tells a bit of a story that it's a great team, but they're not having that much success with what he's got.
No, but maybe that will change this season.
Yeah, it's a good team. Definitely keep an eye on it.
Absolutely. So we have a camera team. This goes for Londoner. 1460. I think that's the lowest TV team in the division.
Yeah, I think the remaining teams are all the sort of lower end of the TV spectrum. So we've got 3 or 4 teams that are all in that 1400 price.
Yeah. So this team, 2 blitzers with tackle, 1 mighty blow. The blitzers are always really important in this team because they can be really slow and they can't really move the ball as good as they would want to. The skeleton strength up is nice, so is the thrower. So we pretty much have the 2 stars of the team. These 2 guys, the 2 throwers.
Wow, you say that, but I mean, kick on the thrower.
Oh, this kick. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it seems
right.
a really strange choice to put on a thrower.
Well, yeah, it kind of depends on who you're playing, but yeah, you don't have that much speed to utilize kick if there's a blitz, but maybe they just kick deep every time.
But it just seems a waste of a skill on a thrower, because I mean, lead up fine, but surely just block would have been better there.
Yeah, I think it would have gone with block, just to save him if something should happen.
But I mean, the rest of the team's fine. You know, you've got a nice block Tomb Guardian. The other 2 Tomb Guardians are Mighty Blow. So it just seems a bit of odd choice on that. And I guess you could just keep that strength 4 guard skeleton around until it dies, rather than worrying about that.
Yeah, he's not any slower than the Tomb Guardians, and bringing another strength 4 onto the pitch is not a bad idea, especially with guard.
What about the block fen skeleton? Do you consider getting rid of that guy or keeping him around? It just feels like
I think
what are you going to do with him?
Yeah, I think that's just bloat, to be honest. I think the skeletons, their job is to just be there. And yeah, you can give them one skill, but once they get more than that, it's just, I don't know. I'm not sure I would spend 80k on a skeleton. It's just like when you're playing Necro or Undead. The zombies, they're just to be in the way. So, I don't know. In my opinion, it's a bit bloaty, but I'm not an expert.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the record for the team as well. He seems to be doing well. I think it was a 9-something-4 record.
994.
Seems
Yeah,
to know what he's doing with his Gemry. So
yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a team that is competing for the top spots necessarily, but will be a solid kind of mid-table team.
Yeah, it won't be a pushover in any case. Because I've played Khemri a few times, or played against Khemri a few times. Against coaches who really know what they're doing, and it's just horrible. Because you can't, with all that strength, it's just so hard to cope with. So if this...
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You see some coaches that really get caught up on the Tomb Guardians, and they go at the Tomb Guardian, and that's not necessarily the way to play against the Khemri. You almost kind of want to ignore the Tomb Guardians and just get away from them.
Yeah, just make a screen and run. Yeah, yeah, of course.
But yeah, I, to be honest, I don't know what to say about this team. It looks healthy enough. I don't like the kick on the throw rod, but yeah, I think there'll be they're still building. They're only into this will be their third season, so
yeah, still early.
Yeah,
but I mean, kick is fine, but it's probably I would probably come for block. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, but like I said, I would fire this skeleton. I think block fend is just bloat. But still, he will get a lot of inducements every match, no matter what, so it might not matter that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it won't be pushover, but I don't think they will be all the way in the top, but who knows? Surprise us. Okay. We have another Wolf team.
Are they just as good as the first?
Whoa.
Similar TV, but not as impressive to look at.
Absolutely not. The only he's having a messy layout in his team. He's just that's the sort of thing that messes with my head when you don't have the war dancers all together and the catchers all together.
Yeah,
that's my OCD.
Yeah, okay. I've just noticed the tree.
Yeah.
Right, you've rolled a double.
Why not give him block?
Yeah.
On the double.
Tackle tree. Why?
I've never seen that before actually. Well, because you won't put any dodge players on line of scrimmage unless
people. Yeah, and right now people will just uphill the tree still.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. I can't really understand that choice. I would definitely go for block because a block tree is the worst thing you can face.
Block guard tree, it's...
Yeah. Okay, so.
Yeah, apparently it's great in a stunty league according to Connor, so I can imagine, that would be...
Yeah, in a stunty league that would be amazing. But 3 dice against everything. Yeah. Well, so the 2 war dancers are... Yeah, one of them is brand new, the other one is triple. Pretty standard. I think this team is pretty fresh, it looks like. Yeah.
It's 16 games, and I would not say to look at this team, it's a 16 game team.
No. I'm not sure. I think it seems like. Yeah, but I mean, it's of course it's Wood Elves, so they can do whatever they want. But it's not. It doesn't look as good as the other Wood Elf team. I mean, who knows? They can pull off elf magic like all elves can. But I have a feeling this team will be. Of course, once again I don't know this coach. He might be really good. I have no idea. So
I mean, one of the things you can do with elves is you can tend to concentrate SPP onto the players you need it onto more than you can with others. It doesn't feel like the guys necessarily been doing that with this team. Most of the players have got random bits of SPP dotted around.
Yeah.
I think the aim for this guy here would be try and focus some SPP onto a couple of the more important players and really get them in a good state. Because let's face it, with Wood Elves, you need a couple of good catchers, a couple of good War Dancers, and then you're away.
So, I mean, this catcher here, 130 catcher, that's pretty good. And strip ball and War Dancer is fine, but it looks like he has had a few accidents on the way, lost a few players. But yeah.
I mean, you could do 2 Vanity Passes with the 4 out of 6 War Dancer.
Yeah.
And then score on the 13 out of 16 War Dancer to get him tackle.
Yeah.
And you've got a nice strip tackle.
Also, you could do pass and then score with the lineman on the 3 from the bottom. So, I mean, like you said, it's easier to level up Wood Elves. Maybe you should start to concentrate more on a few players. But I don't know, maybe he has a plan, long-term plan.
I don't think this team will necessarily be competing, but again, I think it's another team to be building up a bit this season. I say they're only 16 games old, so just try and focus some SVP onto a couple of players, get 1 or 2 really good players, get your War Dancers in a good state, and then
shield your good players.
Do a push for next season to get this team going up.
I think so too. Just keep protecting your good players. This might be. I think next season it's a good tip here. So let's move on. We have the chores. Native guy 75. Let's just take a quick look at these statistics. 6-1-2. It's a brand new team, 1 season old. Done well.
Yeah, it's a nice record. The team is just spamming guard.
Yeah, guard spam. Break tackle.
I think it's a shame to have not taken one of those chorfs to get Mighty Blow.
Yeah.
But maybe, I guess, you might have been waiting to see if any of them rolled Claw first.
Yeah, that might be it. Well, he has enough guard. And block, break tackle on the balls. That's all you need. Juggernaut, guard, and a Minor. So, and kick, and a gobbo. I think on this team, kick is really nice because you have the balls with move 9. So, well, effectively move 9.
Yeah.
So this team probably do quite well, but they need some claw, they need some mighty blow, they need removing power.
Well, based off the record, the guy seems like a good coach. It still feels like it's a very fresh team that needs a bit more development to start pushing properly. But against some of the elves, against the Zons, against things like that, it's going to be favoured for them. It's a shame to have not got any claw yet, but I'm guessing by the looks of it and how much development the Mino's got, he's using that for blitzing a lot at the moment. Because it's his main mighty blow piece. So, and it's got 9 or 10 casualties. I had a look in the stats.
Yeah.
So,
but one thing I'm missing here is Short Hands Goblin.
Yeah, that was going to be the counterpoint. There's no ball carrier.
Yeah. It seems like
against
the kick guy has been ball carrier with 15 star play points. Well, maybe I'm just guessing here, but
yeah, I would have liked to, maybe it died last season. Maybe he had a ball carrier that died.
yeah, maybe.
Who knows? Or maybe he's carrying on balls. You know, you do get some coaches that really like to carry on the balls. It's only a 4+ to pick up, so it's no worse than a Kemmerer.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is the sort of team that does really well, especially at low team value, because they have what they need. Especially once you get block and break tackle on bulls, they are hard to stop. But let's see how they do once they face some core teams.
Yeah. As soon as they start losing some players to the claw, then things could go badly for them. But it's another team where I don't know how high up the table they'll be, but they're probably just looking to build for next season.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get that claw on that last chuff.
Yeah, they need. Yeah, but he's probably been unlucky with his skill roll so far. But I mean, all in all, this team is good to go.
I've just noticed the club has bribe thing, the bribe stadium thing. So again, it's a surprise that he's gone for the kick hobgoblin rather than a dirty player as well.
Yeah, but I think maybe he's lost a few players as well. Because the hobgoblins, they are expendable, they die. But yeah, but also the kick guy, he only needs a pass to get new skill.
True.
Yeah, I think this team could do. Yeah, could do well, but it won't be all the way up there. I think it will be. Once it faces the claw teams, armor 9, all of a sudden it's armor 7. But I mean, it's a good team. I think the upper half of the table, but not all the way up there, I think. But who knows? He has not God, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a challenge for teams here. There's not that much guard on most of the other teams, so
yeah. So if he can keep his team concentrated, make a nice box, and just move forward, it's going to be really hard to deal with. But then again, once if Woody can just leap in and strip ball his ball carrier, he's in trouble. But yeah, we'll see. So let's move on to the last of the proper teams, the Lizardman team.
yeah, and this is, as I say, Pierre is the admin for my division, so
Yeah.
I can't be too mean to him, otherwise he might.
I've actually, yeah, I'll play the coach. I haven't played this team. So he has 4 blocks, alright. He's got guard and the crocs. Yeah, mighty blow plus move. This Lizardman team has pretty much what it needs at this point. It's pretty fresh, isn't it? Yeah, just one season.
One season, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so 4-3-4. So pretty even. That's just like the noble teams at the start. You don't have any block, anything like that, so things sometimes go wrong. But once you get block on these guys, they are hard to stop.
I mean, lizards are a team I seem to struggle against. I don't know why. I just find them really tough to play against, and often I know you play loads of lizards at tabletop.
Yeah.
So you're probably in a better position than me to talk about them.
Yeah. The thing is, this is he's gone. Really, I think he's done the correct skill choices here. Also, the plus move is really good. I think this team can do well. Of course, always playing lizards on tabletop in resurrection tournaments, that's something else, because you guys, if they die, they come back. The problem with lizards in a league is that the Sauri tend to be targeted by fouls. So once you start losing a few of your Sauri, this team sort of falls apart. And also the skinks, yeah, they die. But of course they are magic once they start dodging through on 3+ everywhere. I think this team, if they can keep the Sauri alive, I think it can do really well. Because guard on Crocs, you just need stand firm, and he's the most annoying player ever.
I think this lizard team is in a good state.
Yeah.
It's just a shame they get the better looking of the two Nurgle teams as their first matchup, because
they do.
Nurgle team has all the tools it needs to kind of deal with this.
Yeah.
And I think that's the shame here for this lizard team. If it had a slightly different ordering of fixtures, it would probably do better. But if they get wrecked by that Nurgle team in the first match, that's going to be really tough for them then. That's
because that's so hard to recover from. Because once there's an MNG on the Saurus, you get a skink. So it's not really a good replacement.
Yeah, I'm just having a look. They go into 2 elf teams after the first match, so if they can survive that game against the Nurgle, match day 1, I think these lizards could do quite well then and start to develop a bit more, because you've got skinks ready to level up relatively soon. Yeah,
it's just like he's been spreading the touchdowns pretty nicely among these guys, and a few nicely placed MVPs as well, so it should be good to go. Yeah, like I said, I think this team can do well. It all depends on him keeping his Sauri alive, because a dead Saurus, that's a big deal when you're in a league.
Yeah, especially if you lose one of the block ones, then that's massive for the team.
But he has a low team value, so he'll probably get Sibley as an inducement pretty much every match. And yeah, how much is Sibley? Around 300?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah. But I think the plus move on this Saurus, I think it's interesting, but of course you could have gone with, I think maybe I would have gone with tackle. But that's just me. I mean, move 7 Saurus is not wrong, but yeah, it's just you have your skinks to do the running, but yeah. You need to...
I'd say it's going to be one of these things of, I don't think it's a terrible match, but the lizards need Claw to not fire in this first game, and then from there they can start their season proper.
Yeah, that's the thing. They just need to survive. Yeah, but I'm always a fan of lizards, so that's my favourite team. So I think that's all the teams.
I think there's one more because someone hasn't joined up.
Yeah,
probably fine.
Yeah, there's a Khemri AI team. We have the last coach here. He hasn't showed yet, so we haven't yet decided how we're going to do this yet. We've put in an AI team for now, and if he shows up sometime soon, I guess we'll just stick him in there. If he doesn't, yeah, the AI team will probably just stay there.
Okay.
This is looking really good. Can't stand firm all the Tomb Guardians. To me, it looks like this is it's not a computer generated team, skill-wise, I'm not sure Waldorf did this.
So, based on looking at these teams now, if we look at them as a whole, do you reckon you can come up with the top 3 of finishing in the division?
I would say the Waldorf team, the 16-10 Waldorf team, the Merry Men. I would say they are definitely in the top 3. I think just because Woodies are what they are. If they can stay alive, they will definitely be a contender for one of the top spots. Not sure if you agree.
I think it comes. I mean, yeah, I can give my thoughts on my top 3 after you've come with yours.
Yeah, well, so I think the Merrymen, I think they will be way up there. Also, I think this Noble team can do really well because they don't have as much pull as the other, but they have just leveled it really nicely. They have what they need, nothing more, nothing less. So I think, so Original Species and the Merry Men, I really think we're going to do really, really well. And also, I think the Sons. And look at the team value, he's already trimmed it. He's already trimmed like 150 team value, I think. So that's did you see what he did here? Yeah, it looks like he fired one.
Yeah, it's quite interesting now when you look at this team. It looks.
He fired the thrower.
It looks a slightly nicer team.
Yeah, I think this team will be in the top 3 as well. So it looks like he kicked the team reroll, and the cheerleader, and the coach assistant, and the thrower. Just like we said. Yeah.
I'm just looking to see when.
Hey, Waldorf is commenting. He said he was a random camera team. It just looked like the skills were handpicked.
Nice. Game's done a pretty good choice there.
Yeah, so that's my 3. Of course, I might be completely wrong here, but feel free to arrest me. That's my opinion.
No, I was just looking because the Zons face. I was seeing when they face like the Chorfs, and it's not until match day 6, so that's quite a nice kind of.
Yeah.
That's late enough in the season. It's not too bad. I think I'd definitely say Origin of Species. I like that Nova team. I think they are in a good position to do well this season. Southern Slayer, if that Woodhuff team, I think they've got all the tools they need to do some good stuff. It just depends on how the coach's kind of attitude during some of the games. But I think he could be up there with that team.
Definitely.
I kind of want to say that Chorf team could do quite well, actually. Now I think about it, as long as they don't get wrecked when they come up against some of the claw teams and get completely mangled by that. But I think based on his record from the previous seasons with this team so far, he's done well with a kind of rookie Chorf team to get those results. So I definitely tip that. I kind of feel like the Lizards could do okay as well, as long as
I was just thinking
first game they don't get destroyed.
Be...
So if we kept Southern Slayer and he plays well, I think it would be Pylons Nurgle, Southern Slayers, Woodies, and Nate's Chorf. If Southern Slayer kind of messes things up, I'd probably move the Lizards in there for me.
Yeah. I was actually thinking the Lizards, I think they are my 4th choice here. But of course, like you said, the Chorfs could definitely do well. It's going to be interesting. I think it all comes down to, like you said, the order you face the different teams. And Yeah.
And as with everything, the attrition that occurs, because
yeah,
claw can just be the most pointless thing. At other times, it just destroys an entire team.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a bit random sometimes, which is good, of course.
Yeah, just to repeat, I do like the nice variety in this, and I think it's should be some good matches in here. I don't know enough about half these guys, so maybe I'll try and catch some of these games when they're going on.
Yeah, that's the thing for me as well, because there's like 2 or 3 names I've seen before. Some of the others are pretty unknown to me, so might be that I'm way off air. Some of these guys are really good coaches, and I just don't know yet. But it's going to be interesting. I think, yeah, it's a good variety of teams, and I think this is going to be fun Division 2 to pay attention to.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, well, I just saw Cornlight, he said Southern Slayer, Pylon, and Nate as the top 3. So the Jaws, the Nurgle, and Woodies. So it seems like we are sort of thinking in the same direction, but slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least we haven't got it completely wrong, and if others.
No, we were pretty much agreeing here. Well,
yeah, I think that's probably wraps things up a bit then.
Yeah, it does.
But so yeah. To the coaches, thank you for kind of turning up. Those that have stuck their head in, and hopefully this hasn't been too terrible to sit through and hear us waffling on.
Yeah, there were actually quite a few people in the chat. That's a nice change. So
yeah.
Well, might do one. Maybe we'll do one later on in the season as well. Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, cause I'm doing a similar thing with Cornite, and we
Yeah.
have tended to do a sort of little preview show. Then around the midway point, just do a little kind of how's everyone doing? Are people still alive with their teams and stuff? And then if there's chance to do like a little summary at the end to say, here's where everyone is.
I think that. So you're getting like a real pro with this. Just doing more with me. Do go with Cornite.
I just get dragged into stuff because I'm around all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think this is fun, but it's the first time I've done anything like this. So I think it went alright, especially after we figured out the sound issues.
Yep.
Well, so thanks for watching, guys, and Gruff, thanks for joining me.
No problem. Good luck to all the coaches for the season.
Oh yeah. Hope you all win every match.
And good luck to you against Andy Daver when you face.
Oh yeah. His kill team, his 2800 kill team against my dwarfs. It's gonna be fun. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. So I'll end the stream now and see you guys later. Okay.
See you guys.